We got to talk about the main moment, the highlights, the legendary moment. Pochettino is already, finding a place in our hearts and maybe even our bowels. I don't know.
Yeah. He's connecting with us in more ways than one.
Exactly. So we got to do a little run that back. Let's go. So the game yesterday, U.S. against Costa Rica. We have a fun match. The game is currently 1-0, and then in the 76th minute, the camera pans to this, which they didn't have to do this, but thank you so much for everybody.
The security cam really helps us out here when we're watching this.
So Pochettino leaves the sideline, leaves the technical area, and clearly he needs to go to the bathroom. But we got the footage of it. And Pochettino,
we don't know exactly why he had to leave, right? They didn't say this.
They didn't say this on the broadcast.
But you could read between the lines. I mean, you could see I've done this walk out of this studio many times. Remember that one time where you were talking? I was like, okay, we need to cut.
Yeah, we got to stop.
We need to cut.
This is Alexis. This is, when we were talking earlier about Tony Meola analyzing goalkeepers. This is Alexis's wheelhouse right here, right?
Exactly. So I'm glad you brought this up, because if I had a telestrator, I'd be drawing a lot of yellow circles. It's a little hoppity hop in the first run up. Because I know that move. That is when you are holding. You got 6 fingers in your body, and you're holding all 6 of them shut tight.
And there's when you have to run uphill and you have to go to the bathroom. It's also because the strain on your muscles. It makes it a little bit like even more
You're
urgent.
also jostling what needs to come out.
Right.
But here's the other thing, too. Look at the smile from a big man security guard. You see that smile when he turns around? He's like, I heard you know, close clear, bro. Get out, go ahead in there and do your thing.
Dude, there, people can see it. People can see it now. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is an incredible moment. This is a moment where how could you not love Mauricio Pochettino? And what made this even funnier is that in this moment, while he is assumingly in the bathroom, allegedly, you don't know exactly what happened. Caden Clark scores his first goal for the U.S. men's national team, an absolute banger with his left foot.
Okay, can we talk about this for 1 second?
Sure.
Okay, because this is important. What happens when I go to the bathroom at your home team stadium?
We all know the Cooligans lore, the legend, the urban legend, as some may say. When Alexis goes to the bathroom in your stadium, goals will be scored by your team.
By your team.
Yeah.
By the home team.
By the home team. This has happened consistently.
Enough where this isn't a joke.
Exactly. We in LA, LAFC games,
Minnesota. There was 2 other ones.
There were 2 other. It happens almost all the time. Alexis.
If I have to go number 2.
We're on like road trips where he needs to be present and available. And for some reason, he eats the worst thing possible that will make him go to the bathroom during the exact time that we need him.
Now, my bowels don't run on this. They don't get the rundown. You know what I mean? They get the runs. Okay? They don't care that you've situated an interview for live television.
This segment is now runs that back. Okay?
That's the sound for it. We know this. Have I passed the torch
to Mauricio Pochettino? This is we did see him.
Have I passed the torchetino?
We did see him at MLS Media Day in Miami. So we were in the same in the same building.
Right, the same vicinity.
Exactly. So maybe this is where it happened. But look, the only answer I have is yes.
Right. Or
I've seen enough. I've seen enough evidence.
Or maybe we need to do a 23andMe back in the day. Maybe going back a couple gens. Are we related? And this is just something that's in our lineage.
Me
and Pochettino.
If you really think about it, we're all sort of related in some way. When you go back to, we all share a common ancestor.
Right. I don't know how many generations we got to go back, but we got to go back quite far.
Ideally, you want it to be really, really far back.
Yeah.
Not too close.
But I think in a way I may have lost my power And Mauricio Pochettino has now usurped me.
Got it. He's like sort of like the Highlander.
Yeah,
There can only
yeah.
be one with the power of poop to control.
I now need to go get a leather duster jacket and win this back.
Incredible stuff. I mean, this is an iconic moment. This is also something where you would have thought after the game. I'm watching the post-match comments and interviews. This is an easy one. Hey, Mauricio, you missed the goal. You missed Caden's goal. What was happening back there? You could have had a fun little moment. Oh, I had to go number 2 or whatever.
A great impression.
I don't know.
I didn't know he was on ring. Very simple. Oh yeah, do not order the fish tacos. Anything could have been said in that moment
where we connect with Pochettino.
This is what you miss when you don't have the Cooligans on
you
a desk.
can humanize him, and nobody asked the question. And I haven't seen any. If somebody has asked the question in maybe a post-match conference or something like that, please send it our way because I have not seen it. And if no one asked, then
a real missed opportunity.
It is an indictment of the American soccer press corps.
I agree
that we have that they wouldn't look into.
We're too buddy. We need to get real with these managers.
Are we really afraid of the blowback with all for the lack of a better word?
It's happened to me before.
Are we afraid of the blowback from U.S. soccer that we can't ask the questions look at this moment? How can we not get more information about this?
This is also kind of cute.
It's adorable.
Yeah.
It just shows he's Pochettino, he's just like me.
Right?
He has to go to the bathroom during important moments
at
sometimes.
the wrong time.
So incredible stuff.
Also, quick number 2. He got back out there pretty quickly.
Yes, you got to give him. But
if it was me, I would have missed the whole second half. You know what I mean?
Yes, quick is relative relative to Alexis.
To the way I do it.
Yeah, because it is a. I mean, it's you can finish the movie Titanic before Alexis comes out of the bathroom.
The Irishman. I see the credits as I'm wiping.
So remarkable stuff. So shout out to Mauricio.
Your boy's got a lot of hemorrhoids, I think is what we're saying.
Shout out to Mauricio Pochettino. And then he also had another great moment because and this is in the post game. This is during the after the game.
If you didn't see, Diego Luna's face was completely blown up from a mistake of an elbow. He got elbowed in the face, in the nose by mistake. And this man,
we're looking at it now.
He looks like he's in the end of a Guy Ritchie film. I mean, this is
I mean, he just lost a UFC fight. I mean, it looks pretty bad.
See the picture he put up? He had surgery. Posted on his social media.
I did. I mean, it looked like he was asking the trainer. It's like put his nose kind of like back in place or whatever. But a wild moment. But he scores he gets the assist.
Yeah.
And he assists Brian White.
Great pass to Brian.
Great pass to Brian White, who gets his first goal for the USMNT. And also an interesting stat. Forgot where I saw this. I wish I could give credit. I don't remember who posted it. But Brian White is now I believe the second oldest USMNT player to score his first goal. You know who was the first? Who's the oldest player to score their first USMNT goal? It's in your
the oldest player
to score his first USMNT goal.
Is it Dax McCarty?
It is not. It is Chris Wondolowski.
That makes sense.
Also kind of makes sense. He was a little bit of a late bloomer.
Yeah.
But
they asked him about.
They asked Pochettino about this. And this was another really fun moment. Let me move our camera. Pochettino is asked about it. So let's hear his response and talking about Diego Luna getting back into this game.
How you feel? I said, no, I can't. Please, coach, let me to keep playing because at least after the halftime I go out. Doctor, give me the okay.
Big personality.
Yes.
Yeah.
I said, the doctor said, yeah, okay, you go in. And the first action, assist, and we score. I said, big balls. Sorry.
Love it.
This is You know what this moment reminds me of?
What?
Like my uncle telling a story to my friends who don't speak Spanish.
Uh-huh.
He's like, okay, because we go in and then we go out. And she had big titty. And everyone was like, no one understood what happened. And I was just like, why are we telling this story? But it ends, yeah, he's a funny line. And we all laugh.
This is what I love about watching Pochettino, and you can see his face. He's like giggling in like joy. He feels like an 8-year-old that said a bad word.
Yeah.
But you see him processing, his English, I think his English is pretty good.
He's doing what I think a lot of Latino parents do also, which is they think in the language they know and then they translate.
And you see him doing it, and he wants to essentially say, wow, what a brave thing he did.
Yeah.
How
I think
courageous.
I think in his head he was like, huevón.
Boludo also can mean like that as well. It's not necessarily always dumb, but just you see his Argentinian the vocabulary racing through his mind, and he's like, how do I say this on national television?
You know sometimes when you have like multiple choice options on a drop down menu on a website, it makes like that sound. He's doing that in his brain trying to figure out what's the right, and he was like, you know what? Let's just go with balls.
I love it. So yeah, it's the homie Cal Martino there as well, just giggling along.
Bundled up, bro. He looked like me there.
It was what, 30-something degrees in Orlando?
Yeah, dude, it snowed in Florida.
Okay, you go in. And the first action, assist, and we score. I say, big balls. Sorry.
Sorry. How can you not love this man, bro?
Yeah, he even did the hand motion. Big boss.